Well, we arrived at the boat ramp today around 12 o'clock, I guess it was, and tide was very low, and the water looked like coffee, and I didn't really have much hope. And as we're going off the launch there, I see a man coming down to clean his fish, and he had a good catch. There was I didn't, I didn't look that close, but he had speckled trout and redfish in there. And he said once you get to the bay, the water looks a lot better. So something I rarely do is we went towards the bay. We didn't go all the way into it, mostly because of the wind was coming out of the north, pretty strong, and I wasn't dressed to face that wind. So we stayed within the Arroyo, Colorado, near the park, the Adolph Talmai County Park. And that's because that north side, the river runs east and west in that area. And the north side has a bank that's probably, I guess 10 foot and then another 10 foot of trees. So you got a pretty good wind block there. We did find some fish, and I think you're going to enjoy the program. Now, the wind's kind of rough, so that's why I'm talking here through the initial introduction. I'm going to mention something about the new limits that we got here in Texas on speckled trout. I personally, it's not the amount of fish that we're allowed to keep. It's more about how this came about. It was really not based on fish count data. It was based on how, I guess, the way I see it is that when they reverted the limits for us down here below Corpus, we were allowed to keep 5 trout again and keep one over 25 inches. Whereas north of Corpus, they didn't have any effects at all. None at all. And I heard, some people saying that, I wish they'd keep them the same. Man, there's more fish out there now. Well, if you allow and make rules over public opinion, we've entered to a dangerous territory here. And it becomes a mob rule situation. So I really, that's the only part of this I don't like, is that it wasn't based on fish count data. And here's a strange thing that even makes it more fishy, is that they allowed you to keep one fish over 30 inches. Now I'm thinking, what in the heck is that all about? And then it occurred to me that the CCA tournament, if you're going to win the trout division, you're going to need a 30-plus inch trout. And it would be, I guess, easier to prove you won if you had the trout in your possession. And I think that's what it was all about. So, they probably should have made we're allowed to keep one trout over 20 inches and kept the limit at the what it is, the 3. And but I wonder, there's still another problem out there, and especially down here, and nobody's even talking about it. And what that is in the winter, when the water gets cold, there's only 3 deep water places the fish can go to protect themselves from the cold weather: Brownsville Ship Channel, the Arroyo Colorado River, in the intercoastal canal. Now, I've seen these barges. I see them all the time, and they move an enormous amount of current. I mean, enormous. So these barges, they go by when it's cold, but when they're moving that amount of current, these fish are kind of in a state where they ain't moving much, and they don't have a lot of fight into them because they're cold. And that barge current pushes them into the area of the water where they get stunned. And they eventually die because they get too cold and freeze, and they're stunned, and then they just get cold and die. Now, I particularly would like to see a law put out that barges cannot go through those waterways below the line of Corpus Christi if the air temp is 32 degrees or below. Let's take it a step further. Let's make it 40 degrees or below, because these fish, the reason why we had the 30 fish limit to start with was because of the fish kill after it got cold. But I would really like to see that problem addressed, and at least hear someone in the CCA acknowledge that is a problem. But I guess it's kind of like why CCA got the 30-inch trout is because of the money they donate to Texas Park and Wildlife for fishery development. Well, I just had to, state that because I just don't agree with the way this new limit came about.
In theory, though, the darker, warmer should be warmer water because it absorbs the sunlight. Oh, you had a bite?
Yeah. Right here. Oh, got it.
Got it. All right. Reel this in real quick. GoPro, start recording. Ooh, it's a big old red. When you got control of them is when I'll...
Just right here. Let me get up.
No, I don't. All right.
Yes, Mama.
All right. That's good. Let me spot that. He's gonna be close, but I believe he might keep.
Is it 20? No, how much we are?
20 is what we need.
Okay.
There we go. Come on, man. God damn, boys. All right. Okay. We got you. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's scared to death. Come on, man.
Oh,
There you go. Okay. You want pictures?
Claro. Picture.
You want to use your phone?
Oh.
You felt that first bite, put it back,
Yeah.
got him on the second one.
Exactly.
And he called it all the way. Right there. I got him. Okay. Oh, you. There you go. Woohoo!
Okay, now you measure.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah.
Ay, ay.
21. GoPro, stop recording.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jason? You might get him to go fishing if Grandma's catching fish.
Thinking Jesus a little one sometimes, so why yay? The way that he's riding now.
Oh yeah. The school has been good, you know. Both those boys, you know, are very well taught. Why not? Wow. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Horrible God.
Things like a barn. They probably have a home over here and they hunt on the cross here. Problem, if you have land over there, you can't get to it. There's no road to it.
No, then you have to go behind it.
You have to cross this river right here.
Okay. That's how I see the pontoon over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Bird. You posed just perfectly.
One thing I want to add about these, the difference between where we are at here south of Corpus and, Corpus and on up, is that they have a lot more deep water channels, bayous up there. So the fish have more places to escape the cold than just the waterways these barges travel. And that's why our fish counts are usually reduced after we have these, and theirs aren't, after we have these deep freezes down here, because the fish really just don't have a place to escape to. And that's why we need to be a little bit more careful down here about these bar traffics when this water is extremely cold.
Ooh, oh, I had a bite, man. They were chewing on that thing. He was coming after it. Need to get my lure back over there again. Oh, come on. Might be. Yeah.
What's happening here is that the camera I have has an autofocus on the lens, and so when you get the object in sight, you push the trigger button, and the thing will autofocus. Well, if you have a object that's bigger in the area, it's going to autofocus on that. So you have to be sure that you turn off the autofocus. There's a switch on the lens, easy to get to. You just have to do it, because that other it'll drive you nuts. Literally drive you nuts.
Come on, man. Flap them wings. He was pulling a boat. Yeah.
I keep telling myself I need to join up, and I reach in my pocket and I'm like, oh God. But the cost of joining up is a lot less than getting stuck out in the middle of nowheres. And I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it soon.
Thought he was gonna give me a dive. But thought he was gonna hit the water. A big old splash. Got him. All right. Yeah, okay, it's a little something. GoPro, start recording. Little trout. You know, he might keep too.
Oh, it's a trout.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just might keep. Yeah, that one was Corey. GoPro, stop recording. He just might keep. The river rat goes unskunked. Skunked is when you don't catch any fish at all. And it happens that sometimes. And it looked like a skunk kind of day, man. Running out of time. This one might keep. Their new trout rules are you can't keep the big ones like we were catching. Anything over 20, well, I guess the CCA's got something going. If
Anything over 20 what?
you got to throw it back unless it's over 30, and I think the only reason why they got that in there is because the CCA tournaments, you know, if you're gonna win that, it's gonna be 30 inches or greater. So they want you to have the fish for that. See, it wasn't based on fish counts, it was based on public opinion. But they gave the CCCA their buy-in because they do a lot for the fish, or at least they donate a lot of money. I don't know if I guess they fund a lot of projects.
Jinx.
He's got all that blood coming out of him too. Ooh, got him. All right. GoPro, start recording. Might need a net, I think. Yeah. You ready? Hurry up, stick it in there. There we go. Thank you. All right. All right. Just set it down there. There we go. GoPro, stop recording. No, they're still recording.
Second, see that one is 20, we have to let it go?
No, not yet. That's not, the law's not in there yet. But they passed it. But it goes in effect, I think, during the next year here. Ooh, lure came off. Lure came off. Yeah. We got him in just in time. Alright. If I could just get the lure out of the net. There we go. All right. Come on. He'd be pretty close to not being able to keep him. Yeah, he's just a hair under 20.
No fish.
There we go.
The idea then is let these 20s alone as the tournament. The people who have the tournament can catch it?
No. It's the CCA has a tournament that it's the biggest trout, and typically the biggest trout that wins is 30 plus. And so they probably, this is my speculation. Why in the hell would you let people keep one over 30? That's why, because of the CCA tournament. That's the only reason I can think of. It used to be, it should be 1 over 20 and not 30. God.
Oh, you kidding me?
I don't see him yet, but yeah.
Oh. Thanks.
That's a good question. 2:30. Gotta keep fishing. Don't worry, there ain't nothing gonna go.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel